WFISD voters may be looking at a bond issue this November, but first they could have a tax ratification measure next month, which would then lower the overall tax rate. So Shatana Clark looked into this story today and joins us now with more details. Shatana?
Melanie, many school districts have been looking at redistribution of tax rates by what is called a swap and drop. The two portions of taxes, which is the maintenance and operations side, as well as the debt and sinking fund side. Now, Superintendent Michael Kurtz says if approved by voters, this would decrease the interest and sinking tax rates by 5 cents and increase the maintenance and operation rate by 13%. Superintendent Kurtz says the big benefit of this is that it would result in a bigger contribution from the state.
Basically, the state would pay for 60% of our current debt, which is huge for us because right now we pay 100% of our debt. And the state would pay 60%. And we would lower taxes probably 5 cents. So we'd go from a total tax rate of $1.22 to $1.13.
Superintendent Kurtz says board members are aware that the tax ratification discussion will be on the agenda and a vote could come Tuesday. Now, if all goes to plan, the tax ratification election will take place June 15th with early voting starting May 29th.
All right, Tanya, and then what's next? What's the next step when it comes to a November bond election for the district?
Well, Melanie, the Long Range Facility Planning Committee, which hosted community forums a few months back asking for inputs about WFISD facilities, will present possible bond options to the Board of Trustees on May 20th. Now, if the board decides to present the November bond issues to voters, they have to set it by August.
Okay, Shatanya, thank you again so much. And WFISD superintendent says he's also keeping a close eye on the school finance reform bill that's currently making its way through the Texas legislature. After a long debate, the Texas Senate voted in favor of House Bill 3 yesterday, but with a lot of changes. The bill supports increased teacher pay and librarian pay, funding full-day pre-K for low-income students, and lowering tax bills. But they have to find a way to do all of this while lowering property taxes. Superintendent Kurtz says this could benefit WFISD significantly in pre-K funding, transportation allotment, as well as the increase in teacher salaries.
Our biggest issue is we're the 33rd lowest funded district in the state of Texas. 1,017 school districts, there are only 32 that get less money than us. And so any infusion of money coming into the system is good for WFISD.
Well, at this time, the House bill says a full-time teacher and librarian's pay will see a $5,000 pay raise. And the House has also directed districts to give all other school employees about $1,388 in raises on average statewide, as well as extra money for raises to be given at the districts.